1. What inspired you to start a business focused on neuroinclusion?
Well, what actually inspired me to create this business was by coincidence. I was on LinkedIn and then I saw this, for me, mom, but she's an IT consultant, but I knew her from my community, and she has ADHD and she has a daughter that's neurodiverse, and she's always been like a place and a step before me with her daughter. So when I read that she was going to be a neuro-inclusion consultant, I thought this is perfect for me as well. So just like we have the same background, I think like when you are a mom to neurodiverse kids, you get all of a sudden this purpose to make lives better for moms and parents, and also for the people that are neurodiverse. So this was actually what inspired me.
2. Can you share a bit about your professional journey before starting this business?
Yes, so I had like a typical neurodiverse professional journey. I started out as I got my bachelor in nursing science, and I actually work at the hospital in Roskilde, close by Copenhagen, with psychiatric youth, not neurodiverse youth, but with other psychiatric diagnoses. And I did that for 8 months before I started my master's in IT e-business. So I'm a master in information technology and within e-business, and then I got my neurodiverse kids. And after that, I started working in social gaming, and then after that with publishing media, with digital business development, and then I moved on working with a big tech company with a cloud strategy. We went on-prem to the cloud, and I was a customer success manager for that particular product. And after that, I moved on to work with fintech, financial technology, and I was responsible for the pension and insurance application development and also advisory tools. So I led a lot of tech teams and working with vendors there, and yeah. And then I moved on in consultancy, and I've been working since within consultancy, working with also an enterprise cloud platform, mainly out of the box applications. I will not go into that, but also software development, integrations and such. And then I started working with this. I had for some years after COVID, and a year after COVID, I experienced a burnout due to my neurodiversity, I think. And yes, then as my first question, I was inspired to do this.
3. What does neuroinclusion mean to you, and why is it important?
So what neuroinclusion means to me is that I give neurodiverse people a chance to go on the market, work market, and contribute and to thrive and be a part of the society like any neurotypical do. But also it's just like a way from businesses to increase their productivity. It's just like it's more fun to do research and development or innovative projects or working in technology when you have different minds working together. So that will be a dynamic team and dynamic team collaboration. As I said, increased productivity, increased innovation, and it's just like more fun to work with diverse people and neurodiverse people, not only in the typical diversity as we know it, but also in the way that mind works differently. And neuroinclusion for me is just like, not that when you do the HR process that you just focus on the chemistry, like a copy paste of yourself, like leaders working with people that are like them, because that's not the way to go about it. You need people that have different problem solving skills, that are innovative in the way that you're not, and that can be really focused on details and are really good at if you have just like a major incident or such like that. So they work very good under pressure. Not everybody do that. So yes, I think like for me, neuro inclusion means a dynamic, productive, innovative workplace.
4. What advice would you give to businesses looking to become more inclusive?
Well, first of all, it's important to acknowledge that you actually have the neurodiverse individuals already within your company. So you need to start with a strategy where you change the work culture and you change the culture within the company, and that you communicate that you are neuro-inclusive workplace. And then you actually develop and implement and execute on a strategy to do so. So it's also in a marketing view, you have to market yourself as a neuro-inclusion workplace, so neurodiverse individual knows that this is a place they can thrive, where they can contribute, and where it's okay to be different and think different. And you can't only think of it in just like in the work matter, you have also do this within the social game, so to speak, as well. So when you have company parties, when you have lunch meetings, you have to accommodate neurodiverse individuals, and also in the physical environment, just like you need noise cancelling earplugs, and you need a different kind of accommodations that make this a great workplace for neurodiverse individuals. So I think like you have to think about it. It's just like you need to dig deep and just like hire also the right people to create and implement and execute, and support yourself, because you have to learn and you have to educate yourself, and you have to revisit it, because you onboard new people and you need to just like have it in a continuous way. And if you are an enterprise company, I think maybe you should just maybe focus on one area at the beginning, just like have a team, test it out like you would do as a proof of concept, test it out in a department, like you mix neurotypicals and neurodiverse individuals, and then you are also in the learning by doing process, and use a consultant to support you with that strategy, so to speak. Yes.
5. What do you enjoy doing in your free time outside of work?
When I have done job interviews, it's just like I always say that this is also my hobby, because I've been working with digital development and software development and digital transformation and such, and like in tech-wise and new technology, I've always done that in my free time. But it's my hobby. Now I do a lot of AI research, I use AI tools, I look at product development, I look at an application and AI assisted app for neurodiverse individuals. But also I like to hang with friends and family like everybody else do. I also like to be complete alone. I walk the dog every day. I like to walk a lot, and of course, like everybody, I also do some workout. I used to lift a lot of weights, but not as much as I want right now. My interest is like the infinity loop. It is also a cycle. When I have this hobby, and then I just like completely go into that and only focus on that, and then I move on, and then I go back and I revisit it. Another thing that I love series. I love true crimes, but also love a lot of series. I have seen them all, and that's also what I do when I check out of everything else. I have Netflix, Disney, Prime, HBO, yes, what have you. I can't remember all the streaming services right now, but I have a lot of them, and I watch a lot. And when I was younger, I used to read books all the time, and I have not. Now, instead of books, I actually watch series instead. And then, of course, I geek out and talk with others that have the same hobbies like I do. And of course, I do that online. So yes, and I can go on because I have a lot of interest. And as I said, I focus on them here, and then I go to the next one, and I go to the next one. So the most boring thing I know is shopping. I'm very not female like that, if that's the thing, but I don't like shopping. I do everything online, and I like to small living, and I don't have any big demands in life. I just now I want to enjoy myself. I'm soon to be an empty nester, so I'm practicing on being an empty nester as well. So yes, that's what I do in my free time. Thank you for the question. I hope you enjoyed it. It was cool to have an AI robot asking the questions. That was fun. So until next time.